Om Shanti. Today is Sunday, the 15th of October 2023. On this Sunday morning, let us listen to the avyakta Bap-Dada's Murli, which was originally held on 18th of January 1996. So, the Murli of today, 15th October 2023, is a revised Murli of 18th January 1996. The essence of today's avyakta Murli is: the easy way to be constantly powerful is to have pure and positive thoughts for oneself and also for others. Essence once again: the easy way to be constantly powerful is to have pure and positive thoughts for oneself and also for others. Om Shanti. Today is a day of remembrance filled with love. Baba says the sound of love from the hearts of the children in all four directions has reached Bap-Dada. This love is filled with happiness. As well as calling this a day of remembrance, Bap-Dada also calls it a day of power, because Father Brahma in his corporeal form surrendered his powers to the children for them to carry out all tasks in the corporeal form. This day is called a day that has the blessing of Son shows Father. We must remember that this Murli was held on Bap-Dada's Ascension Day, that is 18th of January 1996. Baba says in the corporeal form, Baba put the children in front, and in the angelic form, he started the service of his children and the world. The 18th of January is the day of remembrance when Father Brahma became completely free from all attachment. The essence of the 18 chapters of the Gita is that God made Arjuna a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance. So, this 18th is a memorial of this. So, what is 18th of January the memorial of? Baba says the essence of the 18 chapters of the Gita is that God made Arjuna a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance. The 18th of January is the day of remembrance when Father Brahma became completely free from all attachment. So 18th is a memorial for this. Baba says no matter how deep the love of Father Brahma was for the children, he didn't have attachment but love in his heart. Of course, the children have experienced how much Baba used to remember those who were instruments for service. You have this experience, do you not? He did not have any attachment, but he had love in his heart, because attachment is that in which one has selfish motives. However, Brahma Baba didn't have any selfish motives, but he had deep love for the children in the name of service. Nevertheless, while living with the children and seeing them in front of him, no remembrance of any bodily form harassed him. Let's hear this again. Baba says Brahma Baba didn't have any selfish motives, but he did have deep love for the children in the name of service. Nevertheless, while living with the children and seeing them in front of him, no remembrance of any bodily form harassed him. He was completely detached and loving. That is why it is said, conqueror of attachment and embodiment of remembrance. He had no consciousness of mine about anything. Brahma Baba did not have any conscious of mine. He even became free from any attachment to the consciousness of his body. So today is the day for learning the lesson of following the Father in the same way. So what should we learn today? The lesson of following the Father in the same way. Baba says this avyakta day has been a day for awakening souls who are without knowledge and making them aware of God's task, because on seeing Father Brahma, the majority of people used to believe that Brahma was your God. They used to think that Brahma was the God of the Brahma Kumaris. But what did they think when Brahma transformed his part from the corporeal form? That the God of the Brahma Kumaris had departed. This is what people used to think. Baba says they even thought that if not today, then tomorrow the work of the Brahma Kumaris would end. However, you know that your current Karavanhar, working through Brahma, is the Supreme Soul. He is that and will be that till the end. So, this is God's task. So, let's read this again. What do we know? Baba says, you know that your current Karavanhar, working through Brahma, is the Supreme Soul. He is that and he will be that till the end. So, this is God's task. It is not the work of any human being. They only recognized this after Father Brahma changed his part from the corporeal form. They realized that some power was working for you. However, even now, the poor, helpless people don't know God. They know that some power is working, but they are still wondering who that power is. They are seeing it and thinking about it. Eventually, they will understand it. So, whose task is it? Baba asks us, whose task is this? Is it Father Brahma's, or is it that of God working through Brahma? Whose task is it? Baba says the children who have come after the part of Sakar Baba finished are wondering, why did Brahma Baba finish his corporeal part so soon? Otherwise, we could also have at least seen him. Baba is telling us of all those who came into Gyan after 1969. Baba says, we could have met him. You think in this way, do you not? In the memorial of the previous cycle, through whom did the Mahavir instruments of the Kaurava army receive benefit? They received benefit through the Shaktis. So, according to the drama, the part of the Shaktis has been fixed in the corporeal form. Everyone also even believes that it is impossible for there to be world benefit without the power of the mothers. So, why did Father Brahma become an angel? Why was the corporeal part changed? Baba says, if Brahma Baba hadn't adopted an angelic form, none of you souls would have reached here today, because the uncertainty in the atmosphere was making the task of this world revolution fluctuate. Let us hear that again. Baba is asking and giving us the reply to why did Father Brahma become an angel? Why was the corporeal part changed? Baba answers, if Brahma Baba hadn't adopted an angelic form, none of you souls would have reached here today, because the uncertainty in the atmosphere was making the task of this world revolution fluctuate. Therefore, Father Brahma becoming avyakta became the reason for opening the fortune of the maximum number of children. You can now see the fast speed of the service done through the angelic form, can you not? Did the speed become fast or slow? Baba is asking. It became very fast. It is because everything became so fast that all of you have reached here. Otherwise, you would still be fast asleep. So, today is not the same as the other. Baba says, so today is not the same as the way other people celebrate such a day. They think that he has now gone. But in fact, here there is zeal and enthusiasm to follow the Father and become an embodiment of remembrance and a conqueror of attachment, the same as Baba. This is a day for learning this lesson practically. Baba is asking us a question now. Today, did any of you shed tears of sorrow from your hearts? Did you have any tears, or did you feel something inside? Those who had the slightest feeling of sorrow, raise your hands. Did you feel any sorrow? You didn't, did you? Today is the day that Father Brahma became a service companion. Are all of you companions or just observers? Baba is asking. You are companions in doing service and observers of the situation of Maya. You have welcomed Maya, have you not? Or are you afraid and think, what has happened? Are you a little afraid? Whenever Maya comes to you in a trivial form, you are aware of her ordinary, insignificant form. And Maya also knows that you now know about her. However, when any fearsome form of Maya comes, then you have constantly to play the game as a detached observer, just as they have the game of wrestling. Have you seen it, or should Baba show it to you? Children demonstrate that here. So, always think that you are having a wrestling match. Therefore, hit her very hard. Don't be afraid, it is just a sport. You enjoy it more when you play as a detached observer. So Baba is comparing Maya to a wrestling match and says, hit her very hard. Don't be very afraid, it is just a sport. You enjoy it more when you play as a detached observer. However, if you think that Maya has come, you would then be afraid. Maya no longer has any strength. Externally, she has the form of a lion, but in fact, she is not even a cat. In order to make you afraid, she adopts a huge form, and you think, what will happen now? Bap Dada taught you this lesson earlier. Don't ever say, what shall I do? How will it happen? What will happen now? Has Baba already taught you the lesson that whatever is happening is good and whatever is to happen will be even better? Baba is asking us, has he taught us this lesson? To become a Brahmin means that everything is good. Maybe sometimes a thing that you had never dreamt of would happen. Baba says sometimes a thing that you had never dreamt of would happen, and some things may not have happened before you received this knowledge. But as soon as you come into this knowledge, they happened. Your business may not have fluctuated before knowledge, but this happens after you came into knowledge, and you become afraid and think that you should leave the knowledge now. However, whenever any situation comes, consider that situation to be your teacher for a short time. So Baba is giving us the Guru Mantra. However, when any situation comes, consider that situation to be your teacher for a short time. Baba asks us, what does a teacher do? He teaches, does he not? So, the situations also especially make you experienced in having two particular powers. What are they? One is the power to tolerate, to have detachment and become a conqueror of attachment. And it, meaning the situation, also teaches you the lesson of having the power to face, so that you learn something for the future. So what are the two lessons that we learn? The power to tolerate and the power to face. Therefore, the situation has only come to teach you these two lessons, the power to tolerate and the power to face. So, when you say that you are just a trustee and that nothing belongs to you, do you really mean that from your heart? Or are you just saying it with a little bit of deception? Baba asks us, are you a trustee or a little bit of a householder? Are you sometimes a trustee and sometimes a householder? We have to ask ourselves. In the new year, Bap Dada was presented with a few toys, and one of them was such that when it was turned away, it was a male figure, and when it was turned the other way, it was a female figure. The one toy would change its form. It becomes one thing in a second, it becomes something else the next second. You are not such toys, are you? Baba is asking us, being a trustee one moment and becoming a householder the next moment. Perhaps you sometimes become a little like that. When you feel afraid, Maya understands that you are afraid, and so she hits you hard. But don't be afraid. You are already trustees, that is, you have already renounced everything. Baba says to be a trustee means you have handed everything over to the Father. What would be mine anyway? When you think that something will be done, it will happen anyway, there is then a small problem. Everything is good and everything will work out well, and you are therefore carefree. This is known as being an embodiment of power. So what should we think? We should think that everything is good and everything will work out well. That makes us carefree. This is known as being an embodiment of power. So Baba asks us, so what day is it today? A day to become powerful and a day to become a conqueror of attachment. It is not just a day to remember Baba and sing songs. Father Brahma, becoming an angel, became a means in the drama of revealing the godly task. So what happened on 18th of January? Father Brahma, becoming an angel, became a means in the drama of revealing the godly task. Does Brahma Baba exist or not? Baba asks us. You are not able to see him. Look, all of you who came later are very lucky. Why? Baba is terming us lucky. Why? You have come at the time when the facilities for doing service are readily available. Those who are celebrating their 60 years extracted the butter and all of you have come to eat it. You must have heard the history today. If you had had to make that much effort, you would have run away. However, at the present time, the field of service is prepared. Now, whether it is a president, a prime minister, or any leader, at least the majority of them believe that your work is very good. Whether they can do it themselves or not is a different matter. Each one's part is his own. At least they say that it is a good task and that it should go a lot further. Previously, they used to say that you mustn't even look at the face of a Brahma Kumari. Baba says in the early days when you used to go to invite them, they would shut the door in your face. So, all of you have come at a good time, meaning all those who have come later and have joined recently. Baba says there are many chances for doing service. You can do as much service as you want. Now everyone knows that even after Sakar Brahma Baba became Avyakt, you Brahma Kumaris celebrated the Silver Jubilee, you also celebrated the Golden Jubilee and have now reached the Diamond Jubilee. When any big Guru departs, it causes many problems. Are there any problems here? In fact, here there has been further expansion and everything just continues to grow. This proves that it is God who is carrying out this task. So what is the example that Baba is giving us? Are there any problems here? Baba says when any big Guru departs, it causes many problems. But here, it is just the opposite. In fact, here Baba says there has been further expansion and everything just continues to grow. This proves that it is God who is carrying out this task. The instrument medium is Father Brahma. Even now, the medium is Father Brahma. This part, that is of Avyakt Bap Dada, is something different. However, the medium within the drama was initially corporeal Brahma and it is now Brahma in his angelic form. Brahma is called the Father. Brahma is the creator. This part is to give sustenance to the children every now and then. However, Brahma is the creator and he will have the part in the task of creation till the end. Now Baba is questioning us. Today, throughout the whole day, who had any Maya? Did Maya come? Did she? Did you not remember your grandchildren? So, constantly remain powerful in this way, and the easiest way of all is to remember 2 words. You are able to remember 2 words, are you not? You may forget the entire Murli, but you can remember 2 words and continue to do that in a practical way. In fact, you know these 2 words. They are not new. One is to have positive thoughts or Shubh Chintan. To change anything negative into positive is known as having positive thoughts. Negative can become positive and you can change it. But you simply have to check whether you have positive thoughts even while performing actions. The second is constantly to have good wishes for others. So, having positive thoughts for oneself and pure thoughts for others, Shubh Chintak, are connected with one another. So, which are these 2 words? Shubh Chintan and Shubh Chintak. Baba says if you don't have positive thoughts, you can't have good wishes for others. Therefore, pay attention to these 2 aspects. Do you understand? What will you do now? Don't forget everything here. These days, it has been seen that there are many situations in which people don't understand your words. But while having good wishes, if you give pure vibrations, they change. So what is Baba telling us? These days, it has been seen that there are many situations in which people don't understand your words. But while having good wishes, if you give pure vibrations, they change. One other thing is, you have to become free in one thing. You are those who are becoming free from everything in this Brahmin life. So, Baba says you have been told of 9 things from which you have to become free. By removing these 9 things, you can become part of the 9 jewels. If you become free from these 9 things, you can become part of the 9 jewels. However, today, Bap Dada is reminding you of one thing. Don't ever get disheartened whenever there is a physical illness, a storm in your mind, a physical upheaval of your body, any upheaval in nature, any fluctuation in service, or in fact, any type of upheaval. Baba says, become those who have big hearts. How big is Baba's heart? Is it small? The father has a big heart, but the children get disheartened. If they become ill, they start crying out in pain. I am in pain, I am in pain. Is being disheartened a medicine? Will the illness go away or will it increase? Baba says when any karmic account comes, when there is some pain, that too is a karmic account that has come. That is, any pain is a karmic account that has come. Baba says by getting disheartened, you increase the illness. Therefore, be courageous and the Father will also help you. It shouldn't be that you start crying and wonder what to do and then think that you are not receiving Baba's help. Those who remain courageous receive help. First, there has to be the child's courage and then the Father will help. However, if you lose courage and then think that you didn't receive Baba's help, that Baba doesn't do anything at the time of need. If you lose courage, Baba says, and then think that you didn't receive Baba's help and that Baba doesn't do anything in time of need, so don't just remember half the sentence. Baba is the helper, but of whom? You forget half of it and remember the second half and think that Baba only helps the Maharathis and that he doesn't help you, that he doesn't give you any help. In fact, it is you first and the Maharathis second. So, Baba is repeatedly telling us, don't be disheartened. When any confusion arises in the mind, what happens is that you need the power to decide. However, you can only have this power when your mind is directed towards the Father. If your mind is in confusion, you remain confused about whether to say yes or no. Therefore, don't still be disheartened in your mind. Of course, there will be fluctuation in wealth. Even millionaires experience fluctuation. And what are you compared to them? Of course, this will happen. However, all of you have the firm faith that if you are true and honest, Bap Dada will definitely feed you, who are Baba's companions, dal and roti, no matter what the circumstances are. Let's hear this sentence again. Baba says fluctuations will happen. However, all of you have the firm faith that if you are true and honest, Bap Dada will definitely feed you, who are Baba's companions, dal and roti, no matter what the circumstances are. Perhaps there won't be 2 types of vegetable, but at least you will have dal and roti. However, it shouldn't be that you come back from work tired and sit down waiting for Baba to feed you dal and roti. Those who are lazy and careless in this way will not receive anything. But the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Baba is giving us the example of a family now. In a family, there would be problems. You even say that after something reaches the extreme, the climax, it finishes. Everything is now going into the extreme. And so, there will of course be problems in the family. Don't think that this should not happen or that should happen. But be a trustee, a detached observer. Take power from the Father and find a solution. Baba says, if you think as a householder, there will be even more problems. First of all, become a completely detached trustee. Nothing is mine. The consciousness of mine, my name will be spoiled, I will be defamed, this is my child, my mother-in-law does this to me. Everything like this happens when there is a consciousness of mine. So Baba says, remove the consciousness of mine. Baba says, whenever there is the consciousness of mine, the intellect turns around and you change. The intellect turns around and you change. If the intellect ever gets turned in another direction due to any confusion, then understand that there is still the consciousness of mind. Check this, because no matter how much you try to solve the problem, it becomes even more confusing. Therefore, what must you not become in any situation? You must never ever become disheartened. Baba repeats the question, what will you not become? All say disheartened. Don't just say it, but do it. Baba says you have made a firm promise that you are God's children. Have you not? Even Maya cannot shake you from this. You have made a firm promise and you have the faith that you are God's children. So, if even God's children become disheartened, what would be the ones with big hearts? Would it be someone other than you? It is you who should be this. Baba says it is you who would be this. So, what will you do? Now become powerful and make the lesson of son shows father firm. Don't be weak in this, but make the lesson very firm. All of you are courageous, are you not? Do you have this courage? Acha. To all the most powerful souls in all directions, to all the souls who are conquerors of Maya and nature, to the children, the sons, who constantly reveal the Father, to the children who remain constantly happy in their hearts, Bap Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. And we the spiritual children also say namaste to our spiritual father. Today, Baba is remembering the children from abroad a lot. Everywhere, their minds are very much connected with Madhuban. Seeing all the children in front of him, Bap Dada is especially giving love and remembrance for their special service and remembrance. What is Baba saying? Seeing all the children in front of him, Bap Dada is especially giving love and remembrance for their special remembrance and service. Bap Dada has given a signal to become free of 9 things in order to become part of the 9 jewels. And these are: first, become free from anger. Second, become free from waste thoughts. Third, free from attachment. Fourth, free from the diktats of others, thinking about others, looking at others. Fifth, free from arrogance and feeling insulted. Sixth, free from jhamela or chaos. Seventh, free from wasteful words and words that disturb you. Eighth, free from dislike. Ninth, free from disheartenment. So, if we become free from these 9 things, we will be part of the 9 jewels. Today's blessing: may you be free from all bondages and experience the flying stage with your stage of being double light. Let's hear the blessing once again. May you be free from all bondages and experience the flying stage with your stage of being double light. Baba explains, while walking and moving around, have this awareness: I am an angel who is stable in my double light stage. An angel means one who flies. Anything light always floats up above. It doesn't go down. You have stayed down below for half a cycle and it is now the time to fly. Therefore, check. Do I have any burden or any bondage? If you have any bondage or burden of your weak sanskars, wasteful thoughts or body consciousness for a long time, it will bring you down at the end. Therefore, be free from bondage and practice staying in your double light stage. Finally, the slogan for today: only someone who has accumulated the power of pure thoughts can serve with his mind. Let's hear that again. Baba says in the slogan, only someone who has accumulated the power of pure thoughts can serve with his mind. Acha, Om Shanti. There is a notice. Today is the 3rd Sunday, World Meditation Hour. All brothers and sisters will practice yoga from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. and experience I, a divine and attractive image, am a sparkling soul, sparkling in the world sky. Through my divinity and purity, souls are having visions. Souls who have wandered away from their path are now once again coming onto the path of truth. Acha, Om Shanti.